Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, you know this does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods up here. And I'm actually just home for a few minutes here. I got to go out and pick up some wood for Don and Sandra over in Marshall, Virginia, at the lumber yard here because I'm getting some real thick cherry to make a countertop for them. So I want to beat the traffic for the 4th of July. And if you're going anywhere on 4th of July, please, please be safe and don't blow your hand off, please. Okay. Now, I got to tell you, I am disappointed. I feel completely let down by you, Philly 500. You know, Philly, I think of you as family, man. And for you to do what you did to me is unbelievable. You know, you're like that family member that when they come over, you make sure you hide the change jar. You know, that you put away the good liquor. Hell, in some cases, you turn off the lights and you pretend you're not there. You're family to me, man. But for you to go in and try and slip some stuff past me yesterday, knowing that we were dealing with trauma, with Zeke Elliott having to go talk to the NFL commissioner, for you to come through and do this, Philly, I'm disappointed. Let's go to the videotape here.
I'm so tired, it's not even funny.
Carson Wentz! Mystical Assassin! Friends, Mark Holmes and Cowboy Joe Boo. Whatever wants Eagles blanket, Cowboys blanket, don't keep me warm! Dream Vegas!
I dream of Carson Wentz. You think we're scared of Carson Wentz? Philly, let me tell you, thou protest too damn much. You know what it is? You are that guy that's whistling past the graveyard because you're scared. You Eagle fans are pounding that chest, trying to pump up Carson Wentz and hoping and praying that your team made the right call of letting Nick Foles go. Now, Philly, real question, okay? All trash talking aside. Let's look at this. Let's just go ahead and go through some statistics here. Let's look at the Philadelphia Eagles and let's look at the Dallas Cowboys. I would say in 2016, the Dallas Cowboys had a better offensive line. And I don't think that's arguable. But I would say that 2017, 2018, you guys definitely had the better offensive line. As far as running game goes, in 2017, I think we were second, you were third. So we were about the same. We ran the ball better last year than you did. So we got that 2 out of the 3 years. Wide receiving core, hands down, you guys have it. I mean, just the fact that you got Zach Ertz. I mean, tight end, wide receivers, you're better than what we have done the first 3 years of Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott. The way I look at it. Coaching-wise, I will say that Doug Peterson and the coaching staff that you have and the system that you put forth is a better system than what the Dallas Cowboys have. I'll give you credit because in 2017, you guys were Super Bowl champions. You guys went on a hellacious run. You guys are incredible. Now, when it comes to quarterback, all you Eagle fans and all the talking heads will tell you that Carson Wentz is head and shoulders above Dak Prescott. In fact, Max Kellerman said that, he basically, Dak Prescott can't carry Carson Wentz's jockstrap, and that Dak is a $20 to $25 million quarterback, as opposed to Carson Wentz getting that $33 million contract. I'm not disputing those things, except the quarterback maybe. And your team, I believe, was defending Super Bowl champions last year, right? And as I look at my offensive line, which had all kinds of combinations. I mean, we lost Travis Frederick before the season even started. We had Zach Martin hurt all season. Tyron Smith, he misses his 2 games a year as usual. And we had, a reshuffled offensive line from a rookie, Connor Williams, playing guard on one side and then filling in for Zach Martin. We had Xavier Salfalo, who left an eye on the field. And we had Looney Tunes playing center. So it wasn't the offensive line that we normally had. And I'm not making excuses, because I don't need any excuses, because I'm looking at all this information here, and on paper, the Philadelphia Eagles and Carson Wentz look so much better than the Dallas Cowboys. We were handicapped by having probably the worst play caller in the NFL who can't get a job right now, Scott Linehan. We didn't have the Zach Ertz. We didn't have the Alshon Jeffries and things like that, like you guys did. So Philly, I ask you something. Since you tried to slip this dig by me yesterday when we were focused on Zeke Elliott, I'm going to ask you a question. Why is your quarterback, with your better team and coaching staff, only 1 victory out of 4 against my Dallas Cowboys? Why is it that you're defending Super Bowl champions with the greatest quarterback since Joe Montana couldn't beat the Cowboys last year? Scared? What scared me was Nick Foles, and Nick Foles is gone. But let me go through the numbers here, because, I just don't do fantasy stuff and dreaming about. I go through numbers and statistics, because you can prove almost anything with statistics, which is true. But if you honestly try and look at the numbers and compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges, you kind of get a feel for trends and things. And I know you guys are going to say I'm manipulating it, because my quarterback, of course, Dak Prescott, is a dink and dunker. Dak Prescott can't get the ball downfield. Dak Prescott is inaccurate. Those are all the things that you Eagle fans, the talking heads out there, all say. But as I go through the numbers between Dak versus Carson Wentz, those games where it's the Dallas Cowboys, which are garbage compared to the Philadelphia Eagles, defending Super Bowl champions, there's a couple of things that I want to go through. Let's look at Carson Wentz's numbers against the Dallas Cowboys, where he has got 1 victory and 3 losses. Completion percentage, 66.12. That's good. He averages 240 yards, 0.6. That's not bad. But pass completions, yardage per pass, 6.38. And he's got 10 touchdowns to 1 interceptions, and his QBR is 100.7. Not bad numbers. The touchdowns in those 5 games that he's played against the Cowboys, because one of those wasn't really against Dak. That was when the Cowboys had already clinched. So we're putting that one in there. Games that they played head-to-head, it's actually 4. 10 TDs, 1 interception, averaging 240 yards, 66 completion percentage. Your quarterback, of course, Carson Wentz, is head and shoulders above Dak Prescott. And we'll talk about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, rookie year, was incredible. First half of the second year was pretty good. And then he literally dropped off the face of the earth for the end of the season and going into the next. So, in essence, Carson Wentz's rookie season, which wasn't that great, basically you had a season in there. Dak wasn't that great. He regressed. And he had less talent than you guys did. But here's what's amazing. That your team, with a better coaching staff, with better receivers, better offensive line, my quarterback, his completion percentage was lower than Carson Wentz, 62.7. His yardage per game, oh my God. Wow. It was only 267.2 yards. That stinks. I mean, compared to Carson Wentz's 240.6. Wait. Hold it. The fuck? Wait a minute. Dink and Dunk Dak threw for 27 yards more per game than Carson Wentz, the North Dakota assassin? Okay, well, that's interesting. Yardage per pass. Dak was only 6.8 against you guys, which is chump change compared to Carson Wentz's 6.38. The fuck? Oh. So Dak was throwing the ball more downfield than Carson Wentz? The Dink and Dunker? Now, touchdowns to interception, Dak is 6-6, so he's at 500 in there. So you got him beat on touchdown passes. And QBR, you got him beat by about 20 head to head. So my question to you is, since we're so scared of the North Dakota assassin who's only beat us once, and is head and shoulders above Dak Prescott, why isn't he mopping Dak Prescott on the floor in every category out there? How is that, Philly? I'll wait for your response. But as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. And Philly,